planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 81 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, Montgomery, a first down and then some. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, he could go get it. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? Number 1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
No. Check. Patriot.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Green 90.
They begin the drive with Williams. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Left.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a pitch out to Williams. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Left.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On the toss, here's Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pauvin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pauvin. Way to go.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Green.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
390! 390!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On 1st down, Mahomes being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Hill with it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Down to the 25. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
They run it again with Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
390.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And a pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Justin Houston in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. Open space inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had...